Hi guys. Sorry about the clutter mess, but felt like we needed to do an update, an indoor update, so I don't know why, I'm a little bit on edge, so I'm sorry. I probably will maybe sip on that beer. Well, it was kind of a long day. I got all my chores done, all my errands run, saw my family. It's nice and quiet tonight, so I figured it'd be a good time to do a garden update. So we're going to start with our garlic. This is after a month after I put them in the pot. Of course, they were sprouted up a few days after I put them in here. And these are just out of a I forget what you call it, a bunch of garlic, I forget, you know what it is. But anyway, you buy the bag of garlic and, well, oh, never mind. I thought that was my garlic, but I guess we got 2 more tearless onions left I got to deal with. I'm glad I looked in there. But anyway, it's a bag of garlic like that from the grocery store. And you just break them apart and pop them in there, and that's what you get. Sad thing is, I didn't know this until I did that little video where Ellie and I went and checked on our garlic, and I thought maybe it was onions, but no, it's garlic. It's just, I planted it late. Planted a lot of stuff because I got here late, but I wanted to get to grow everything that I could before winter, and I grew a lot of acorn squash and a lot of zucchini, and that was my garlic out there in the corner. And garlic takes 9 months to grow. I did not know that. So these little babies, it's going to be a while before we eat those. These are our regrow of the green onions. This also is after about a month. They're just babies. They'll get way bigger than that. I'm not real happy with the pepper plants. I'm sure you'll think they look great, but being a gardener, and these have been growing for, I didn't go back and look at that video, and I have to delete my videos as soon as I upload them, guys. I don't have that much storage space, even with my new SD card, so, I feel like these should be twice as tall as they are, but I also, even taking the tarp off of the camper, we are having a horrible lack of sunlight here. I hope it's better for you wherever you are. Our skies are just absolutely white and sunless. It's horrible. So I do use those pink grow lights that just go into a regular lamp. I try not to leave them on too long because they're kind of bothersome. I guess like your blue screen of your phone, it just gets to you after a while, but either way, my pepper plants are alive. Surely we'll get some sunny days soon, and I can put them in here in the window, flip up this. I just use this little flag there for my curtain because I can flip it up and let the sunlight in. So I'm bringing these guys back out here. Okay, I'm not going to introduce you to my dehydrator until next indoor video because it's extremely bulky and I've pretty much got to clear everything else out of the way to show you. It's got, I think, 5 or 6 trays. And it's got the fan and stuff, and I mean, it dehydrates so fast. Like, I've been wanting to do an experiment for a long time because a lot of my prepper channels say that they can dehydrate canned foods. I find that very interesting. I tried it on my old dehydrator. My old dehydrator didn't have the fan, so you have to constantly rotate the trays. It just has the little foil in the bottom. And anything I put in there like that would just get gross. But look at this, guys. This is 2 cans of dehydrated carrots. I mean, 2 cans of carrots that I dehydrated. It equals up to 1/3 of a cup. 2 cans of carrots. So, why I do that, they don't taste as good, but if you're doing camping and hiking and outdoor cooking, it sure lightens your load to go from a can of carrots to 2 cans of carrots to 1/3 of a cup. I did taste one. I'll do it just so you know that I don't make a horrible face. And what I found, they're just like carrot chips. They lose a lot of their taste. Dehydrated vegetables is not my first choice. Obviously fresh is, and then would be canned and then dehydrated, but living the way I do, I have to have dehydrated foods. But I just wanted to give you an idea, like the 2 cups, or the 2 cans would have completely, probably slightly overflowed this 2-cup measuring cup. And those 2 cans dehydrated down to this. So I found that interesting. These I just brought out to show you because the next, hold on. A little bit stressed. The next video I do, I want to show you the dehydrator, and then I'm going to show you these right now. 2 large bunches of asparagus. I dehydrated asparagus once, and I rehydrated it to make cream of asparagus soup. And I had to pick out a lot of these stemmy ends because they didn't rehydrate. They were chewy. So I have 0 tolerance for that. So I put it in one of the comments for one of my prepper channels. She asked what her video was about, what have you dehydrated that you will never dehydrate again, and I said asparagus and celery, because you just have to boil them so long, it's ridiculous. So somebody in comments commented back and said that you have to blanch them first. Well, I didn't know that, so I'm going to blanch these, and I'm going to try it again, and I'll let you know how it turns out. But I want you to see how much asparagus this is, and then, you know, this is a 1-quart jar, guys. Think we can fit all that asparagus into that 1-quart jar? Now you got to keep in mind I cut off the bottom 1 or 2 inches of the asparagus stalk. So I think we can do it. So we'll see about those in our next video. Now, here again, tonight I bought peppers. This is 11 bell peppers, and I do always talk about my Augustin farm, but I forget to mention this. I prefer my own dehydrated vegetables, and you can have no fresh vegetables in your house and want to make spaghetti sauce or chili or goulash, and that's where the dehydrates come in handy, because you don't have to go anywhere. You just get in your cabinet and you have them in a jar. So this is 11 peppers, and I'm just curious, do you guys think I can fit 11 peppers in a 1-quart jar? Because I don't even know. I'm going to say I know I can fit 6 or 8. And of course, if I want to break them up, they're so pretty in slices. I can't wait to show you when they're done. If you want to mash them up and break them up, kind of like the ones that come in the Augustin farms, then I know damn well I can get 11 peppers in a 1-quart jar. So we'll get those out of our way. So glad I found 2 onions. I did not know I had that. And I need to dehydrate onions anyway. So we'll see. Okay. This, I have stuff going across the screen, sorry. Okay, so this is my largest mixing bowl. This is my smallest. I cut up 2 heads of cabbage, 1 red and 1 green. And they were medium to small heads of cabbage. And it filled this bowl. It wasn't overflowed like this, but it filled this bowl level with cabbage. after I dehydrated it, it fits in my smallest bowl. And now I want to show you, don't be scared if you ever dehydrate food. They change color. The green cabbage turns kind of a tan color, and the red cabbage turns a dark purple. So these are 2 heads of cabbage already dehydrated. Now, I've told you before that you can fit 2 heads of cabbage in a 1-quart jar. You can fit a very large head of cabbage in a 1-pint jar. I've done that numerous times. And I know you can fit 30 medium to large carrots in a jar, 1-quart jar. I think one time I figured out that you can fit about 8 regular sized potatoes in a 1-quart jar. But my problem with potatoes is I have like a 1-gallon container, so I lose track. When you are putting your stuff in the jar, it's good to do this once in a while. Settle it down, see, back down to there. 2 heads of cabbage, guys. Okay, it's full. Here's why I tell you to do this trick. Okay, so I could fit more in there. There you go, 2 heads of cabbage. And when you rehydrate the cabbage, you would never know it, guys. If you put that in soups or rehydrate and put in some kind of casseroles, it tastes just like fresh cabbage. It even turns green again. It's fascinating to me. I don't mean to rush the survival and prepping part of my sorry, my videos along. I'm sure you can tell I feel so much more comfortable doing my videos outdoors. Like, I want to teach people this stuff, but from my experience, people just aren't interested. It's sad, because that's what I started my channel about. It's just prepping and dehydrating your own foods and survival. But I'm not going to lie, my gut and my heart, it wants to be outdoors all the time. I mean, all the time. But I can't. It's supposed to get down to 8 and 9 degrees, and my family's all worried. My dad and my church friends and older friends, they worry about me. And I mean, I'm totally comfortable. Like, I'm in a long sleeve insulated shirt, and a couple times I've actually overheated. And I just use a little $25 heater in this part of the camper, and I have a little ceramic heater that I keep going in the bedroom. And on warm days, I have to shut it off. I always keep the one going. So on to the prepper, the survival stuff. So every time I go to the store, I try to buy 1 or 2 survival things. I don't know. I've been using I'm just going to grab it real quick. Sorry if I knock you over. I'll try not to. I had to bring some tap water from my dad's the other day. I had some water jugs in there, and it was windy. I didn't want to fill them out here at this water spigot, so I brought it home, and I just, everything in me, I haven't drank tap water for a couple of years. Everything in me did not want to drink that water. Tastes great, smells a little bit like chlorine, but I know what they put in there. So I decided just to go ahead and start using my life straw, and I don't know, I can't remember how many gallons this is good for, but this is what I drink out of now. I mean, it's kind of pathetic that I feel the need to drink out of a freaking $40 water bottle. I better not ever forget that in anybody's house, but I feel like it's healthier, and I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to use it. And I went to Walmart tonight to look at their survival stuff, and I was going to get these little, they have these little charcoal tablets that you put in here, and refill filters. Guys, it's freaking February. I could not believe the camping stuff. I was shocked. Like, this time of year, they have stocks of everything. None of these bottles, none of the charcoal tablets that you put in them. I seriously was shocked. So I did manage to find this little guy, which is the cutest thing ever, guys. It's a wee little baby life straw. And I think it was only, I want to say it was only $20, but it was only $14.97. And this one is good for 1,000 gallons. And you see what you do, you just look at the picture. You just dip it in the creek. What it says, I'm at 16 minutes, shit, I gotta hurry, sorry. I don't want to bore anybody. You just soak it in I'll show you real quick. This one is so simple, oh my goodness, I want more. I want to give one to all my kids. So you open this part, you put it down in the water for, I think it said 10 to 20 seconds. And then you just, I'm not going to do that, but it says to give 5 quick, inhale it 5 times. You know what I'm trying to say. Basically, you give it 5 quick sucks, and then it's primed. That's what it says. I don't know. I have not read the whole instruction thing yet. It did come with one, and I will read it later. Very simple, though. $14 and some change. So I got that tonight. I try to get a couple of these every time I go. I think these are like $5. It's water purification tablets. I have never used these. If you have, please tell me what you think of them, because my only experience with these is I've been buying them for a couple of years, so I have lots. It seems a bit complicated. You have to put one out of, see, they're 2 little bottles. Put one out of one bottle and one out of the other in a gallon of water, and then you have to let it set for a while. And I'm not going to read those instructions. You guys can check it out at Walmart yourself. They're right in the camping section. But a friend of ours didn't want to drink the well water where we lived in Washington, and I didn't have any bottled water, and he was just dying for water, and he would not drink well water, so I gave him a pack of these. And I gave him a gallon of well water, and he put these in the well water just like it said, and he told me that it was cloudy, and he had a hard time drinking it. So I will test those out, but if you've already tested that out yourself, and you can tell me is it always cloudy, did he do something wrong, because I really don't know. And ever since he told me it was cloudy, I just put that in the I'll use it when I'm dying bag, you know what I mean? I have some things that I want to trust, but I don't trust. Bic lighters. That's something else I add to my survival bag every single chance I get, even if it's one lighter. And if I run out of a lighter, this is 11. I'm sure that would last me months. If I do run out of a lighter and I steal one out of my survival bag, I put 2 back the next week. So I'm kind of excited about this, guys. It is the Emergency Reflective Tent. So cute. This was $3.97, and it says it's fire retardant. So I'm wondering if these aren't the ones that people have got in when the wildfire was going over and it saved their life. Now I'm going to do more research on that, but I mean, for that price, if nothing else, it would protect you from the rain, you know? So I'm kind of excited. Honestly, I want to go open it tomorrow and set it up. But it's supposed to be 8 or 9 degrees this weekend, so I'm scared. And my other little favorite thing I got, guys, this was only $12, and it is a cheapie. But I make fun of my cheap Walmart machete. And I told you guys in that one video, every time I use it, I feel like it's going to break. Well, I didn't start using that until I started making videos. And I've chopped a lot of wood and split a lot of little, you know, kindling off with that. And it's kicking ass. I'm impressed for 20 bucks. So this was only 12 something. It's got the paracord and, did I call it a machete? Oh my goodness, I think I did. It's a little mini hatchet. I did look at machetes and I had one in my cart. And I said no. I try to buy a backup tool before the other one wears out. But since that little one's kicking ass, I will get one of those next week. I felt like I needed the little hatchet. And it is super sharp, guys. Super sharp. So I'm excited to try this out. I don't have to use my good knives for, you know, my little trick I showed you. And it also came with a little thing that's called a, shit. Throw away the package, guys. I've got these before and I don't know how to use them. Maybe you can tell me that too if you know. Okay, and it's called a fire starter. Why is everything called a fire starter? Even that cast iron thing I showed you is called a fire starter, and that's old school. So it's just this little thing. Like, what the heck? How do you start a fire with that, guys? Please tell me if you know. And my other thing I was going to show you, I almost didn't show you this tonight, but I looked for these at Walmart, but I was in a hurry because my daughter took me and she was with the grandson in the car, and I'm not going to do this kind of shopping when somebody's waiting for me. So I got my basics and I hurried out. But I had one on hand, and I opened one of these one time, okay? So it's a little compact washcloth, and it is the size of a 50-cent piece and probably as thick as two 50-cent pieces. Maybe 3, but tiny. But I was so impressed with this thing. Like, it's like those little dollar store washcloths that you get the kids. But this thing is fascinating. Like, it just unfolds into this freaking awesome shop towel. I want more. I can't remember how much these cost. But I don't think they were much. I'm kind of stingy, I'm not going to lie. I'm stingy and I'm cheap date. I like my Bush beer. I do like some black cherry Mike's Hard Lemonade. Crystal introduced me to that and I can't find them here. So yeah, that turns out to be a pretty good size cloth, guys. Whether it be for dishes or your body or whatever. I mean, so I'm going to get a bunch of those to keep in my survival bag. And I think that's everything, guys. Covered the garden, I covered the survival stuff, I covered the dehydrating, prepping. So, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'll see you outside in a day or so, maybe tomorrow. Have a great night, guys.